evening, Tina Ayala, West Bradford. I first like to congratulate Margie Miller on your membership to the board. There are a lot of parents that are going to see you here. I would also like to thank our board members for finally doing mask optional just in time for Lent. It is apparent you are giving up child abuse for Lent. Number 7. I have 2 boys, 10 and 7, and each of them has had issues in the past year at school. Besides the obvious decline in their academics and social skills, one example that specifically was a problem for us was when my first grader had gotten a little poison ivy on his cheek. I sent him to school with 2 little bumps, and by the time I picked him up that day, it had invaded his entire face, and bad. The sad part was, not even his teacher noticed how bad it got, because he was wearing a stupid mask. He was put on steroids for 2 months, because it would not clear up thanks to the mask. He missed so much school because of it. Then, not long after he returned to school, he was sent home for close contact exposure a few weeks after. Absolutely ridiculous. Our next resident. One of my daughters reported increased incidences of headaches a few weeks after school started, and she never got headaches that frequently. Next, my youngest daughter is in 8th grade, started experiencing an increased frequency of nosebleeds shortly after school started. I believe both of these situations are a result of wearing masks all day in school, with onset of a few weeks after school began. Since then, I've had to tell them to wear their masks below their noses so they breathe normally, without breathing in increased levels of carbon dioxide. And both girls have reported less incidences of both conditions since doing that. My ADHD high school senior is struggling to focus, feels as if he's suffocating, and has lost enormous amounts of time in school because of anxiety of being masked all day and not being able to breathe. This has seriously affected his academic progress, where at this point, with his IEP, they are waiving all sorts of requirements to ensure he actually graduates.